Well, Jesse, I guess we gotta find some other way to spend our evenings. Oh, jackpot!
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I've got an absolutely appalling story for you today. It is Live and Let Live has basically ruined society, and I was one of those people. I was legitimately, unapologetically a Live and Let Live guy, and I still try to be, but I also recognize that that attitude now has been taken advantage of by predatory people, creeps, and just all groups of people that might intersect those two traits. And now I've got a story of a 50-year-old man getting to not only compete against 13-year-old females, but share their locker room because, well, people don't want to offend, I guess, people with their own, I don't know what is the word I can even say, but and of course it terrified the young ones who had to compete and share a vulnerable space with a full-grown man, 50 years old. If you agree with me that this is appalling, disgusting, and Live and Let Live gone awry, please do take a second to leave a like down below the video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Short pitch, only 3 days left to get your Coffee Brand coffee gift box for Christmas. I know we're heading into the weekend. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Promo code BESTGIFT will save you 10% on it. And you can customize it. We've got literally thousands and thousands of options. Even if they don't like coffee, we have 15 organic teas. We have 4 real cacao cocos. We have 15 different premium snacks. You can put together a really thoughtful gift box for someone you love or hate that you need to get a gift for Christmas. That shipping cutoff is only a few days away, so make sure you grab yours this weekend. Outrage as a biological man, 50, competes against teens, females, by the way, in Canadian swim meet and shares changing room with terrified girls. You know, I don't know how many stories like this, I just, ultimately, you might be inclined to say, it's easy for all of us to say, hey, where are the dads? Where are these people's brothers, boyfriends, uncles to get out and put a stop to this? And that's what we're headed towards, by the way. A lot of people have been Live and Let Live and this, that, and the other thing. And so it has allowed people who are predatory, and that is my opinion, that this individual is predatory, a weak biological man. It has allowed them to infiltrate and essentially, at least in my opinion, perv on young girls. We see this all the time with the YMCA letting biological men share their changing spaces with biological women. Young Men's Christian Association does that. A 50-year-old biological man has sparked backlash among parents after they competed in a swim meet against teen girls. Furious parents claim that Melody Weishart also shared a locker room with their young daughters during the Trojan Cup, ironically named, which took place between December 1st and December 3rd and featured age groups from 8 and younger to 16 and older. Weishart, a professor, shocking, at York University, attended the competition in East Bayfield Community Center and participated in several events, including the women's 1,500-meter freestyle and for athletes 16 and older, where they placed second. The parent of one of the children who participated in the meet told the Toronto Sun that the girls were terrified. They claim parents used towels to set up makeshift tent to protect the girls that had to change in front of biological man Weishart. I mean, what is this? Look, I mean, all of my benefit of the doubt goes out of the window when you force your way into their changing room, right? Where these kids are well, right? They have to change into their swimming suits, okay? when you force your way in there, I just don't think that that's very gender affirming. I think that is, it's just my opinion, obviously, but it's sick. It's a fetish. It's this person probably gets off on making people uncomfortable at the very least. I guess I don't know that. I can't state that as fact. The event was sanctioned by the Swimming Canada and Swim Ontario, which issued a statement on to the Toronto Sun defending their participation. They said, in partnership with Swimming Canada, Swim Ontario has a robust system of policies, procedures, and rules that support our member clubs in providing a competitive experience that is safe, welcoming, and inclusive for all participants. Do you think that 8-year-old that had to change next to somebody with a scrotum that is hanging down to their knees, do you think that they felt safe when old Mrs. Graybush was walking around in the changing room with their female penis? Do you think that children felt safe around that? A stranger? Swimming Canada and Ontario believes swimming is for everyone. Sure it is. Then the biological man can compete against biological men. They're problem solved, right? There's a reason they wanted to compete against 16-year-old girls. Don't you think? I guess I don't know for sure. I think there is. People of all shapes, sizes, genders, beliefs, and backgrounds should have the opportunity to swim to the best of their ability. Again, I agree, just not against women if you're a man. And especially not sharing their changing room. With the expectation that our registrants treat each other with respect and dignity, this is the thing. They are never treated with when this only goes one way, okay? If I can put it that way. Everybody else in that room has to be made uncomfortable to make one person comfortable. That's how this works. Every kid in that locker room who had to see a swinging dong, maybe for the first time in their life, they get scarred. So this person doesn't feel. So this person can, participate in their LARP. Now, Wiseheart has reportedly been competing against girls since 2019. The research at New York universities focuses on aging, children, and youth behavioral science. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Now, I do not condone this, but at some point, some dad's going to have enough of this, don't you think? And then he'll be charged with a hate crime. But if it was any other creepazoid walking into that girl's locker room and, flopping their meat out, people would say that it's justified. But because this person identifies a certain way, suddenly, oh no, it's okay. It's okay to scar, all these kids in that locker room. Because we don't want to make a full-grown man, a biological man at 50 years old. We don't want to fracture whatever this is that their bubble of delusion. This story is just the latest source of outrage for young female athletes and their parents who claim it is not fair to have them compete against biological men. Everyone agrees with that. Last month, a Seattle high school student spoke to Daily Mail denouncing her state's athletic association for allowing a biological man to take a girl's spot. The freshman said her and her teammates do not have an issue with a trans athlete's identity. They just don't want to compete against a biological man. A very reasonable position to have. Despite widespread fear about speaking up about these athletes in sports, female athletes have begun organizing to fight against what they say is discriminations against women. Good. I mean, there was just what was it, yesterday? Where a biological man got a scholarship to be on a biological woman's team. You think this isn't happening? So this is literally a biological man taking away a spot from a biological woman. I mean, and they gave a full ride scholarship. Don't you think that there's at least some people who are using this as a grift? Male takes away women's volleyball scholarship at University of Washington. a soon-to-be Big Ten school, stealing the already few opportunities for women at the collegiate level. How can he be proud? UW volleyball should rescind the scholarship if they really care about women. He can play with the men. I don't see why that's an issue, right? I don't even really see why that's an issue. People say, where should trans kids compete? In their biological categories. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be, you know, if you're a biological male and you want to identify as female, cool. That's fine. That's really not hurting anybody. But when you want to then change next to females, or you want to compete and take spots away from females, see, then you're actually hurting somebody. This has always been my position, and it has not wavered over the years, and that is, you do you as long as you're not infringing on anyone else's rights. Now, a scholarship or whatever maybe isn't necessarily a right, okay? But you certainly are infringing on the opportunities of others. So that's where you cross the line. You want to identify as an androgynous tree person and you want to go live in a tree stump, that's fine. You're not hurting anybody, okay? But when you start taking positions away from other people simply, you know, because I believe you're opportunistic, it's weird. It's not okay. And, you know, I'm tired of pretending like it is. And it sounds like other women, wait, I'm not a woman. Or wait, maybe I am. Who can even say? But plenty of women now are standing up and, you know, they have my sword. I support them definitely. This is just gross. I mean, it's just, the whole thing is gross. All right. It's just my opinion. You can call that hate speech if that makes you feel better, but it doesn't change anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe down below. And we'll talk to you again real soon.